Hello. Just come across a really interesting little book somebody brought in for me. Um, Anyone that's about 20 or 30 years older than me will know what this book is. It's How to Play the Guitar in a Day. Okay, this fella, for those that don't know, is a chap called Bert Weedon, very famous guitar player in the late 50s, very early 60s. And he was more famous actually for this book that he brought out called Play in a Day. Get lots of guitarists, of that era, bought this and had a look at it. So, somebody brought it along and thought, I'll have a look at it. Play in a day, that'd be good. There must be something I've been missing, because I couldn't play in a day, and none of my students can play in a day. I'm good, but I'm not that good, So I thought, well, I'll have a look through this thing, Play in a Day. So here we are. And it's got, plectrums and sort of plex that you use and how to hold a guitar. That's all useful stuff. What the left hand does, it's all very useful. This is getting into a bit of theory here with pianos and all that. Not sure about that. Now the problem I have with this particular book is the first chord it teaches you to play in a day is this one here, bloody C. Now if I was to show a C to my students straight off, I wouldn't see them again. They'd be gone. And then further down the line we've got this one here, the dreaded F, but only played as a 5-string version. So consequently they would hit that open bass string and it would sound awful, Now this is the bit that put me off it completely, I've got to say. There's other bits that put me off it. Now don't forget, the title of the book is Play in a Day. I don't think this is, I couldn't see Slash or Clapton or all these guys doing this, and all this business in a day. I don't think so. Just trying to play one of these chords in a day would be hard enough. So, but the thing is, when you're younger, when I was 14 or 15 at school, I didn't go blagging about playing the guitar, because it was, most of my mates were into football and stuff. So anyway, pop music came in, and that it became cool, and then I was able to say, I can play a bit of guitar, and what are you going to play? Well, a bit of David Bowie, New York Dolls for some of the more droogy types, T-Rex particular. In this book, the first song we'd learn to play is this, Bobby Shafter. Bobby effing Shafter. If I went to school with my particular bunch of mates and said, hey lads, I've got this song we're going to play, I've been learning to play the guitar, and they said, oh well, what is it, a King Crimson, 21st century schizoid man. I said, no, Bobby Shafter. After I'd recovered from having my head kicked in, it would have put me off the guitar completely. All right. So I've come to the conclusion, whereas I have a lot of admiration and respect for Bert Weedon, who was an innovator. He was a bit like Chet Atkins, but no. Let's be honest, he was nowhere near as good. Chet Atkins was a masterful guitar player. This guy was all right, and he certainly introduced a few people. But I reckon this title here, Play in a Day, was put together by his publishers to flog these things. But what they omitted is one word. All right. They've got sort of 4/5 of the title is correct. 4/5 of the title is correct. The 5th word that's missing, that should be in there, is the word shit, and it should be inserted between the words play and in. All right, because that's what'll happen. You can't play in a day. You can play shit in a day, particularly if you try and follow this, because it's just too hard to do. Sorry, Bert, but that's my honest opinion. Right, let's give you a song that you can maybe play in a day. All right. I might as well do something while I'm here. I had to do that because as the more I was reading it, the more it was getting on me bloody nerves. Play an E minor. You know how to play an E minor. 2 fingers. We can do that. Anyone can do that, okay? Those 2 fingers there. Put them there. With this right hand, I want you to do, look at the tutorial we did yesterday, or the strumming one. We're going to do a shuffle. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. On the and, the last hand, bring your fingers off. Doesn't matter. People say you shouldn't do that. Do it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then split those 2 fingers apart and put one on the bass note now, right up, and put 1 below. So you've gone from E minor, you've taken them off, 1 in top and 1 below where they were. They were there, now they're there. Do the same strum again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and take your fingers off. Alright, because you're a beginner, take them off while you're changing chords. People will notice timing mistakes more than note mistakes, okay? So what have we got? 1, 2, 3. On the first part of the journey, I went. Horse with no name. What do we do? How do we play the rest of it, Rob? How do we play the rest of it? That's it, from the beginning to the end. Now, the strumming sort of goes. We can do all that later. The accent thing that we talked about in the strumming thing as well. Look at that. But all you need to know is we're going to go like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. That calls. That's like an E minor. What is it? An E minor ninth with an added fifth or something. I don't know. There's your E minor. All you do is you bring your fingers off. You bring this finger up one and put this one down one. That's the second chord. That's one song that we've done in 2 minutes. If you don't believe me, play along to the track and you'll see I'm right. We're going to do another one. That one had a shuffle rhythm, like the cowboy. Now we're going to do one with a straight rhythm. What does that mean? Your hand's just going to go like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The chords we're going to use on this are E major, not E minor. Okay? Major chords are happy. And the next chord we're going to play is a B seventh. A little bit trickier. How do we get to a B7 quickly? We take this finger here and we move it down one. We take the one that's here and move it up one. So we're already 3/4 of the way there. And then finally we go E and put our little finger on there. Alright? From E major, spin it round to B7. One bar on each. There goes my happiness again. That's all it is from the beginning to the end. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on the E. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and on the B7. Now, if you do that and you learn those 4 chords, which I think you can learn in a day, not only will you learn the chords, you will also learn how to play 2 songs. Try it out. Put Just Wanna Dance the Night Away by the Mavericks on and play those 2 chords along with it. 1 bar on each. What does that mean? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and change chord. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The other one was Horse with No Name by America with a shuffle. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right, so try and do that. That's something that you might be able to do in a day. Right, I'm going to leave you with that. This fella, he's good actually. I don't mean to have a go at him because he was a great innovator and for his time he was spot on. But this book, I'm afraid, it is pretty misleading. It probably put more people off playing than playing, especially when he got to that F on page 2. Anyway. Lagrima next. Take care. Bye bye.